Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another recording of LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. We're gonna do the last level of episode 5? Yes, episode 5, the Empire Strikes Back? Yes, that's it! I'm starting to learn the names and numbers. Betrayal over Bespin. The big question here is this going to be a fly around level, or is this going to be a regular minifig level? We've already had 2 fly around levels, and they were placed in locations that kind of makes me think this might be a 3rd fly around level, which would be a little irritating, but I think that's what it's going to be. And unfortunately, they have to follow the story, and the story had a lot of people flying around. No, actually this isn't a fly around level.
Hey.
Never mind. This is... This guy turns out to be a sleazeball, I believe. So a different C-3PO unit just called C-3PO around. Yeah, he's a sleazeball. Ah. She says I love you, he says I know. And then they freeze him in a Lego brick. Solid carbonite, I believe, Lego brick.
What? What? Huh.
Oh, so maybe he was in trouble with C-3PO when we need it. Everybody's in panic. We're taking on shoot Jabba the... That's 1 of 3, okay, good. He turned the stairs into a slide. Sure, why not? Because that's what people do, they install adjustable stairs in their buildings. I can't come this way because I'm not a bounty hunter. I can't come that way because I'm not R2-D2, which means I can only go this way and take on Boba Fett. So, having seen at least most of episode 6, it is really strange to think that right now Boba Fett is the main bad guy and not just some bounty hunter working for Jabba the Hutt. That is a really strange perspective. It looks like he's gonna open the door for me. So let's go to it. And then shoot me. Can't go through here. Don't they know it's not nice to shoot at people? So as soon as you walk through the door, they shoot you. And with like no regenerating health, you just die. You can get a red power brick that will give you regenerating health, but it's not by default on. Oops, I think I just left a good guy. This one doesn't seem like it's even set up to work. a couple of guys hiding in the background. That's 2. I assume those are just lighting fixtures. So down we go. They get away in the Slave 1 ship, which is still a terrible name for a ship. So this is weird. The red brick is apparently right here. Well, how can the red brick be there? We have to ask ourselves that question. Maybe I'll just... They turned on some gas. We'll turn off the gas. And we gotta backtrack. Trying to figure out where to go. That's pretty cute how they're just rubbing their butts as they're getting shocked. Who are these little pig people? Apparently they don't like robots. And they've stunned me so I can't do anything. Why do they give anybody the ability to do that? Just make the characters sit there and be stunned. That's not a fun game mechanic. Not being able to play the game. So we just need to plug this power plug in here, then pull this. That will put out some more parts of C-3PO, so we can put it back together. Now we've got him. Now that needed C-3PO. But if we go back this way, this one needs R2-D2. And I don't believe there was anything else. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to actually be able to do this one. Because this requires a Force user. A Jedi. And I have no Jedi. These guys are still running around like chickens with their heads cut off. Which is a very old and somewhat barbaric saying that has like no relevance right now. Get up. Yeah. One more. Flip it over this way. There we go. Now we got a car. Which is still too slow, so we get the car. Well, I didn't know he kicked people. That's cool. Little ninjutsu. This one needs a bounty hunter. This one needs a regular guy. This needs a Jedi. So we need to go get a hat. This level design is a little weird. It's much more curvy. It's more maze-like than most of the other levels. Almost all the levels we've seen are straight A, B, C levels where you could not possibly miss the path or go the wrong way even if you're trying. When are they gonna attack me? Apparently never. They will attack me as soon as I start doing something weird like jumping or pushing an object. Getting a lot of studs this way. Now I can't get over there. See if I can reach that. That guy was from the swimming pool. That gag again. Jeez, how am I supposed to reach over there? Can this guy jump? He can kinda jump, but not far enough. Oh no, I still had to take out. That was way too many guys to have to take out. Just way too many. I was sitting here thinking that I had made a horrible mistake or done something wrong, and no, not the case at all. I guess just come over here and pick up these guys with this electromagnet and drop them over here. So the trick here is if you walk through these, it starts that up. So you would have to run forward. You can still totally do it, but C-3PO can't make it through. Need to get R2-D2 over here too. So, while the character, everybody can make it except for the robots. We need the robots over here. This seems strange because it would be like, it feels like you could break that. But, no, I don't think you can. I think you're supposed to just do this. Then do this, then do this. Oh, there is more to this up here. If we come up here and shoot that, then that breaks that. And now C-3PO can make it through, because C-3PO can't hover like R2-D2 can. Just push these out of the way, so the C-3PO can walk over here and open the door. Again, the robot saved the day. I think they're the real hero for this story. More guys, more bad guys, always more bad guys. It is an interesting question. How do you give the impression that there is an overwhelming number of bad guys in a video game and not at the same time just have an annoyingly large amount of the same bad guys you have to fight in the game? I don't know the answer to that. I kind of feel like the answer might be just don't try to show an overwhelming amount of bad guys. Instead, have less bad guys who are stronger. Can't open that door on the sit without a sit. I can turn off the gas here. Was that really in the movie at all? Right. Nope, I'm not supposed to be here yet. I'm not supposed to be here yet. So how was I supposed to get the red power brick is the question. I guess if I went all the way back to that area, I could get it. Let's see. But do I really want to do that? I think I kind of have to, don't I? Okay, so the problem now is I bet I do have to go all the way back to where the red prow brick was, but I don't think it's worth attempting that and testing that theory out right now because I can do it in free play mode, and if there's some other trick to getting the red power brick, by the time I am in free play mode, I will have figured out that trick because I will have read it through a walkthrough. I have pretty much a pretty decent plan of looking through walkthroughs for at least the important red power bricks, and possibly mini kits if they are really difficult to find. A lot of the mini kits, not a lot, but a few of the mini kits are deceptive about how you get them. It's just hard to figure out, and I want to get them all. So, I think that's going to be it for The Empire Strikes Back. Chewie's not letting her drive. He's just been hanging there the whole time, apparently. Or at least that's the joke. He's got a black eye, too. And they escaped to hyperspace. Episode 5 complete, super story unlocked. Lando Calrissian. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? Interesting question. You only get one of him, I believe, since he only shows up on one level. I don't think there are any other Lando Calrissian variants. We are up to 800,000. We're slowly working towards the 1,250,000 I need to get the Lego doubler. Let's finish the story. So we managed to only have 2 flying around levels. They were just, for some reason, right next to each other because of, I guess, the story. Which I guess is fine. She's all sad, and he's getting a robot hand. Is it a robot hand or is it a droid hand in the Star Wars universe? Because technically an android is a humanoid robot. So even R2-D2 isn't supposed to be called a droid. But oh, did they just leave him? Oh, that's creepy. Hand has a mind of its own. But in the real Star Wars story is the question. Is it a robot hand or is it a droid hand? Somebody needs to tell me down in the comments. Let's see. I feel like A New Hope Episode 4 was better than this Episode 5 Empire Strikes Back as far as this game is concerned. But I would put in the ranking Empire Strikes Back as number 2. So I still don't really know how to rank Episode 1, 2, or 3, but they are the bottom 3 of the series. A lot of it, I guess, would just revolve around which one frustrated me more at the time. But there was a lot of frustration in this one too. That Darth Vader fight level in particular just took a lot out of me. Just, he had like 35 hearts of life that you had to take out for no reason. They could have easily cut that down, gotten it down to like 17, even less. I'm not sure the heart system even really needs to exist. If it would probably be just better if you just went up there and hit X a bunch, and after hitting X like 10 or so times, the game just said, oh, you landed a hit, and that was it. Just quick time event basically, just big X button getting pushed in the middle of the screen while you're fighting him. Just tap X instead of saying he has a specific heart and you have to actually play with some strategy. Because the only real strategy in this game, as far as a Jedi, is to jump up and pound the ground with your laser sword. That's the only strategy that breaks the lightsaber fights that I've ever experienced. Maybe there is some timing or where you press X then wait a second and don't press X, but I've never experienced any of that. All I've ever done is just pounded on the X button like any normal little kid playing this game would. It really does bring about the thought, is this game too long for little kids? I'm not sure very many little kids would ever finish this game. Seems too long. I don't think kids have the attention span that they did in the old days. Too much of it, I really feel like it. So, I don't know how they could have sped it up. Just give like a more abridged version than this, I think. If they had just not put in all the elements that they have in here that stretch levels out. Sections where we just fly through an area and have to open the gate just because. Or battles where we have to kill 10 more guys just because, or fights with Darth Vader where we have to do 10 more hearts of damage just because. If all those just becauses were not in this game, I think there would be a quicker, smoother experience, and I think that would have been fine. You potentially might end up spending 100 hours on this game, and this is no Skyrim. This is no Fallout game. This is not the type of game where you're going to have fun for 100 hours playing it. You're just going to end up grinding, and grind needs to be taken out of almost every game. Grinding is not fun. It just never is. We have enough good games these days. We don't need to make them longer, to stretch them out. In a lot of ways, even if this game was just a movie, I've said this about a few games, like, and I've actually been proven wrong on this theory, but I'll say it again. I think there are some games that would play better as movies, with just all the cutscenes put together and all the gameplay animated instead of played through. The game that has proven me wrong about this is actually Heavenly Sword, which was a PlayStation 3 game, and they did make a movie out of it, mostly using some of the cutscenes and reanimating some of it, but then they also changed the story a little bit, and it wasn't the same experience. So I have been proven wrong here, but I will say it again, there is actually quite a long list of games that have decent stories and terrible gameplay, and they could be fixed by being modded in the movies. Jurassic Park, the game, is a great example. It is a terrible game, just not worth even playing, but the story is interesting to watch. So we have the super story mode and the character bonus and the mini-kit bonus unlocked now. I believe also I may have enough gold bricks now to put this together. So let's see what's here. Our final extra level. Let's see. I was trying to see how many gold bricks I had. New town. So, new town. We'll just play as Princess Leia, why not? New town, like Lego City, which is the other one, is just another Lego City area where you try to get 1,000,000 bricks as fast as possible, and once you get 1,000,000 bricks, you're done, and you get a gold brick for that. You want to get 1,000,000 studs, not 1,000,000 bricks. Lego has made a Lego World game that is available on PC. It's kind of in early access right now. It's kind of interesting, but then not interesting to me because it is nothing but this. Just buildings and houses and no Star Wars theming at all. So there's quite a lot of stuff here to deal with. Things that need to be put together. You're in free play mode, so you can switch between the characters. This guys won't. Oh, I guess they will give me studs. I didn't think that would work. some of the extras don't work. Like character studs is off and magnetic studs is off, but power brick detector is on. Yeah, some of them don't work here. So it would take me about 20 minutes or so to run around here and just find every single thing, destroy it, and get as much of these items as possible. Let's see. We have a boat section here. I don't know if you can really go in the boat though. Oh yes you can. At least push it in the water. And then when you're in the water, what can you do? You can boat around to all these lovely blue studs. Here's like a basketball court where you're gonna try and shoot the ball. Come on, get it in there. This is about the same as me doing it for real. I think you're trying to fill it. No, it doesn't seem like you're trying to do anything there. That may be nothing. Another section. A lot of these things are the same as in the Lego City. Spell out the word Lego here. Here's the fire house. Here's the windmills. Here's a house. Here's a house. Here's a little bit of a church or a castle. That's new. Here's some playground equipment. Here's the slides. We've seen all of these elements of it before. Here's a walker robot. Here's a creature. The boat is about the newest thing. There was one of these in there. There's trees, there's benches, there's a roller coaster, electrified roller coaster here that you have to get up here and land on that, which will take a time. And so yes, you just have to run around and get a million, and I'm not gonna sit here and make you watch me run around through that. I will do that off screen. It will get the final gold brick from this area, and then we will be done with this area. We only have Return of the Jedi left. We have not found as many gold bricks as I would have liked. We are at 36.9% done according to that. And nothing has happened here. It is different. We can look here and see how far we've gotten in our collection of figures, and we haven't gotten really anywhere. Now, part of the reason why it's so crucial to get the coin doubler is once we start getting full sets of minifigures, we will be getting quite a lot of a reward in studs. So if we double that amount, that will be good. And episode 6 is gonna be 6 more. These guys are after me for some reason. I don't know what I did to them. But you can look around and see that no longer is the bar full of a bunch of characters like this guy, who you cannot move into. Instead, it's full of characters that you can play as by pressing Y. And the reason that is because we've unlocked a considerable amount of characters now. So I think this is the only guy right there that we can't play as. So, yep, that is it. We are going to, I'm going to play that level offline, then we will start back here at Return of the Jedi and do these 6 Return of the Jedi levels, and then we will be done with story mode. And then I will probably play everything off screen in Super Story mode, but I may just wait. And actually, yeah, I'll wait for Super Story mode until after I have all the doublers and things, after I've gotten all the other collectibles. That way I can run through the levels and get tons and tons of extra studs. Anywho, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.